Hello and happy final February Sunday from Radically Rational. If you're still on the fence about your feelings concerning Russia's invasion of Ukraine, if you're still sitting on the fence, I fervently hope it's a barbed wire fence and it's getting you where it hurts. Got some sports analogies for you today. Starting with this, there are some people in baseball who want to make defensive shifts in the infield illegal. In other words, you got to stay balanced. You got to have two guys on one side of second base and two guys on the other side of second base. Because if you shift, now you're getting more people into places where I hit the ball. It's called defense. My gracious. Could we not play overloads in football? Would the 46 defense be illegal? Because it's not fair. You're putting people where I want to run the ball. And you know what this reminds me of? Speaking of an allegory or an analogy, it's people who whine about welfare while they demand corporate and federal subsidies. Guarantee my success, but don't give anybody else a chance. Yes, I am holding a football. I mean, what else would you expect I'd be doing? BB and I saw the movie last night, American Underdog, about Kurt Warner, and it was really good. There's nothing worse than a bad football movie. This was a pretty good football movie. It had a wonderful, soulful script. And the guy that played Kurt Warner, his name is Zachary Levi. And if you're going to play quarterback in a movie, I'm going to evaluate your delivery. I've seen worse, okay? Couldn't get his feet right, didn't step toward the target, but it wasn't terrible. What was the worst you ever saw? Are you old enough to remember a movie starring Charlton Heston called Number One, where he played a pro quarterback for the New Orleans Saints? Charlton Heston, and he threw the damn ball like Moses. It was embarrassing. But the very worst attempt to throw anything that I have ever seen in a movie. And it almost ruined the best movie ever for me. Did you see The Right Stuff? Did you see Sam Shepard as Chuck Yeager? And he's playing catch with a baseball with his son? I mean, it almost ruined the whole thing. I mean, that wasn't even Mach 1, man. That wasn't any good at all. How about Lefty? How about Phil Mickelson? You embrace a murderous regime, and before you know it, you got to eat your lunch all by yourself. Baseball worked this out, but again, if you have any ambivalence about what's going on between Russia and Ukraine, that's a you problem. This is one of those few times in life and geopolitics where this is pure evil versus good. And if you can't make up your mind, that's a you problem. We're radically rational.